Hi, I'm Mark Cleghorn and welcome to Pose-Tober on the Photographer Academy, and we're looking at boudoir photography and how you can add different ideas into your session to either spice it up or just to add more variety. So every day on the Academy, we're adding one new image in for you, and you can check up here on our YouTube channel to kind of see the same content, but obviously our members get it ahead of time. But the Pose-Tober series is focused obviously on boudoir photography and their kind of how-to, so I'll explain the poses step by step. We can also look at why to add them in, perhaps into your sessions to add that variety. But I'm sure that during the 31 ideas that we're giving you during the course of the month, you're going to be able to take it away, whether it's classic, creative, different moods and styles, different body shapes. You'll be able to actually add in the different kind of styles, as I said. So pose 23 is the chair straddle, and before we even kind of talk about the image, we've got to say about an iconic image of Christine Keeler back in the 60s, where it was shot by Lewis Morley during a publicity shoot, and that kind of created a whole kind of new genre of implied nude or nude images that could actually be displayed in public as such. So the chair straddle here, even though the subject is fully clothed, as far as with bra and pants is concerned, or even a bodysuit, all you need to do is actually lose the straps to actually make this a successful image. So the chair straddle, sitting on a chair backwards, straddling it, hands on the backrest, holding the top of the chair, the side of the chair, but kind of the whole point of this is making the subject look very hero-like and very bold and in control. The chair that I have is basically a little bit higher than the Christine Keeler one that I was mentioning before, which was a low back chair. And the pose that they used with her was basically elbows on the top of the chair and then the hands coming up towards the chin. This was kind of less revealing, as it were, my image, because the chair is so low on the Christine Keeler image. They needed the arms to actually disguise the boobs and so on with it. But as far as my image is concerned here, obviously you can see she's basically really wrapping herself around the chair. You don't necessarily need to actually raise this one leg on the left hand side, as you can see here, up to the next level. But basically Charlotte, who's in this shot, she's a dancer, so kind of a very fit subject, so we can kind of play around with the design and the kind of the changing of the pose. And this is where we've got to really be kind of aware of how body fit the clients are and what they can do. If the client is struggling to do a certain pose, then why continue on to do it? The whole point of this is, if both feet were on the floor and the subject just grabbed around the actual chair, it would still give us equally the great shot as long as they could straddle the chair themselves. So somebody who's not quite body fit or able to do it, it's nothing about age, it's not even really about body size, it's just about the fitness, being able to actually open the legs as wide as you can to straddle the chair. That's the key thing. If you are going to invest into a chair, then just make sure that you make it easy for yourself. To the bottom of the chair, as we can see here down by the foot, is then covering the groin. Or have an all-in-one chair, so basically the seat and the back are all in one. Try and get it a little bit narrower as far as the sides are concerned, so you can actually straddle it a little bit easier. But take a look at the Christine Keeler image as well, because I think that will give you a really good idea on where to start, especially if you're kind of going down the route of a 50 Shades kind of element, or a little bit more implied or a darker kind of styling of imagery. But the chair straddle, one of the favorite images that a lot of boudoir photographers include into their shoots, because it's so successful and clients love it and they want to buy it, which is even better. So the chair straddle, sitting on a chair backwards, straddling it, hands on the backrest, but trying to actually give us a very strong look instead of a demure look. If you'd like to see some more content on the Photographer Academy, simply go over to thephotographeracademy.com, and if it's boudoir photography you're interested in, just scroll onto portrait, then kind of scroll down to boudoir, Click onto that and you'll see a whole host of different kind of topics for you to actually click onto, and any of the orange banners then takes you to the pages where you can actually follow that through to see more of our content.